Good morning, everyone. So yesterday I was preparing my lesson for the youth for tonight, and I want to talk to them about faith or fear, and I just felt led to share this with you guys. So, faith or fear, you make the choice. God gives us what we need to build our faith. 2 Timothy 2:1 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." Psalm 34, verse 4 and 5, "I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame." The good news, take your fears to the Lord, and he will transform your life. Matthew 8:25 through 27, "The disciples went and woke him, saying, 'Lord, save us, we're going to drown.' He replied, 'You of little faith, why are you so afraid?' Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, 'What kind of man is this? Even the winds obey him.'" The good news, never forget the power of the Lord to alter your circumstances and calm your fears, even as he's calmed the troubled waters around his disciples. Psalm 23, verse 4, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." The good news, God's support and comfort are there to ease your fear, your worry at every stage of your life, even in the face of death. Psalm 27:1, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" The good news, with God as our source of strength, we need fear nothing. Nothing on this earth. Psalm 46, 1 through 3, "God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give away and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging." The good news, even the most terrifying events cannot shake us from our firm foundation. We may be faced with times of uncertainty and sickness and disease and not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. But where does our help come from? In who do you trust? I know for me, my help comes from God. While I was writing this lesson yesterday, I got a notification about the COVID-19 outbreak or confirmation in our area, and I started to feel fear taking over. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not allowing fear to take over. I know where my help comes from. I know that God is in control and he's going to protect us. And as I was... Sorry, give me a minute. Last night, I went to bed and I woke up with this dream. And in this dream, it was... I won't go into all the details, but I had allowed some people into my house, and the next thing I know, bad things were happening, and I started to panic. I didn't know if I should call 911 or if I should call Pastor Jimmy, and then I thought, I'll call Erin. She's right down the road. And I called, and I went running out of the house with Michael, and it just was all this chaos and this craziness. And I woke up and I was like, I don't understand. What was that dream about? What is going on? And then that verse, 2 Timothy 2:1 came to me, that God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. That dream was to cause fear and panic and to keep me from getting a good night's rest. And I was like, I'm not doing this. And so I prayed and I just started quoting the scriptures that I had from my lesson, and I was able to fall back asleep, and that dream didn't come and bother me again. But I know that my help comes from the Lord. He's the maker of heaven and earth. He's bigger than any giant I will ever face, and my trust is in my all in all. I'll say it again, faith or fear, you decide.